driving the Hyundai Kona, brand new, out of the box, less than 500 kilometers on it, and enjoying it thoroughly. There's a nice panel here with a big screen, touch screen, that we can navigate on. It says radio on the one side, media, we can see, we got the navigate. One thing I wanted to tell everybody about at the moment is this is an automatic car. It's got a 2-liter engine in it, and there's also a 1-liter available. I'm not sure in South Africa whether it is, I think it is, but the 2-liter is what I've been given. And it has 3 drive modes. Now it's got sport mode, comfort mode, and we've just pressed comfort mode and then echo. Comfort mode, it's supposed to have a softer drive, which it definitely feels slightly different than the sport mode that I've just been in. Although the acceleration I would expect would not be so fast. Yeah, it's a little bit slower than what the sport mode would be. Echo, I can imagine what we should do in echo. In echo we can only see the proper fuel consumption over a long period of time. But what I'm going to do now, when I need to pass a truck, I'm going to press it for sport mode, and I'm going to floor it, if I can say it that way, and see what it does. And the acceleration is quite a lot. There's no steep or sharp turns that I have to go through. At the moment we're traveling on the N17, staying within the speed limit, of course. The layout inside is quite standard, I think, with on the steering wheel on the right hand side we have cruise control, and on the left hand side all the voice commands. At my right hand side and on the door there is a full window control, locking of the car is there, and the mirror control is there.
There's a number of nice features about this car that I'd like to point out. One of them is the blind spot assist, or the blind spot indicators. Now in both mirrors on both sides there's a little icon with a car behind it, and once a car approaches from behind it actually indicates, and it turns orange, and it shows you what is going on. Now driving in peak traffic, you don't always see the cars coming from behind, and sometimes I've seen a lot of people move over when it's not really safe. I think this will really help stop that. And the indicators is right at the back on the side of the car. Now that also helps when you are reversing out of a parking lot. A lot of times we've come to a place where people drive up to us and we have this big fright of a car coming so fast that you don't know where to go. This will eliminate that as well, because it also indicates if cars are driving from the side. I've seen that, and it really worked well from my point of view.
Then this can be taken off. I'm not going to take it off now because maybe I should. This can be taken off, and your seats can then be flattened into a bigger space as well, should you need. Right, I'm sitting in the back seat of the Kona. I'm fairly short, so for me there's enough headspace, and the seat is actually set for myself in the front. I take it that if you've got long legs, you will most probably have a little bit of a bigger problem in the back here. But as it is, it feels nice. I've seen some reviews where people are complaining about the short seats. I don't find them too short. I find them just the right size for me and the right support underneath. So in the back there's enough space for me, and there's enough space to have 3 people sitting in the back. It's probably a little bit tight, but 2 will sit very comfortably. So that's the back.
Eu não posso mais ficar. Eu não posso. Seu carinho engana, a sua ausência tão estranha.
One of the big questions that remains now is, of course, will I be able to recommend this car for someone? Yes, I would. I do think when I started out with this thing, I said we need to look at the younger generation. No, this is not just the younger generation, although it's most probably pitched against the younger adults than more than the older adults. No way, this is a good car. This is a nice car. I would, in the type of work that we do in the Bulletin as a journalist, and the way I sometimes respond to scenes or to areas, I would gladly use a car like this that has that extra little bit of punch in it when I need it. We all have to adhere to the road rules, but if I can get there a little bit quicker, I would definitely like to sometimes get there a little bit quicker. And this car would do that for me, just a little bit quicker. That is my final verdict. Yes, I would recommend this for all ages. I really like this